welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today for another Monday tutorial. For those of you who are joining me for the very first time, my name is Madeko, my brand is Zumamiko, and I am a crocheter. I designed this channel and a lot of my patterns just to give back to the world of textile art, specifically amigurumi crocheting, because it's my passion, it's my therapy, it's everything, like for my mental health and for my, like, you know, just I like doing it. So I wanted to share that joy with people. So for last month, if you were with me, we did the Dreamy series. And if you look behind me, we did things like a moon, we did clouds, we've done a star, which is really cool. We also did a ladybug, which was also really cool. This month, what I want to do is kind of keep that theme vibe going. We aren't doing Dreamy series this month, but we are doing a series, and I'm really excited about it. This month is going to be tasty treats. I am a foodie by nature. I absolutely love food. I like different cultured foods, and I like to try new things. Desserts and tasty treats are no different. So this month, I thought I'd explore some crocheted tasty treats, starting today with the ice cream cone. Now, if you follow me on IG, we did do an ice cream cone last year for a passion project. We are using the same pattern. The only difference is this time I'm going to give you a tutorial for it. There was a bit of a tricky part that folks was telling me in about, I think it was rows like 15 through 17. So I'll explain that in the tutorial so that you guys can make some really cute ice cream cones. And I'm making mine into a keychain today. So that's another little twist. So I won't hold you too long. I rambled enough. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to look at our other series, the Dreamy series from last month. Don't forget to look at videos from previous tutorials. There's a lot of good stuff there. And yeah, meet me back here after we're done and we'll wrap this guy up. Okay, let's talk materials. First and foremost, you will need yarn. No project without yarn. Worsted yarn. I am using two different colors. One is the cafe brown for the actual cone itself and a lavender color for the ice cream scoop. I will need some scissors. This obviously is to cut the yarn. A 3.5 millimeter hook, my absolute favorite. We're gonna need some stitch markers. We are going to need some polyfill, and we are going to need yarn needle. Now, if you are making this a keychain, you will also need that keychain itself. If you're just using this as like a little toy or something to put on your shelf, you don't need this. But I am making keychains, excuse me, for mine, so I do need this guy. And I think that's it. Let's go ahead and get into the pattern. All right, so we are starting with the cone itself, and that requires our brown yarn. So what we're gonna do is a magic circle, and we are going to do our 4 single crochets in that magic circle. All right, so 4 single crochets in the magic circle. That was 1, 2, 3, and 4. For row number 2, we are going to do an increase all the way around. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And this gets kind of tight at the bottom, and that's okay. This is the tip of our ice cream cone, and so it's gonna be a little bit pointy, and that's okay. So I'm gonna flip mine inside out just because it's a little bit easier, not only for me to see what I'm doing, but the shape looks a little bit better for me. Okay, so row number 3, we are going to do 1 single crochet in each, and you should end up with 8. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do mine all the way around, and I'll meet you back here. All right, row number 4, we're going to do another round of increase, but this time around we're going to do 1 single crochet and then an increase. So 1 single crochet, and then an increase just means that you're doing 2 single crochets in that same stitch. So there's my increase. So again, the pattern is 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochets in that next stitch. Go ahead and do that all the way around, and I will meet you back here once I'm done with my row. All right, row number 5, we are doing 1 single crochet in each stitch. And basically what we're doing right now is we're creating that I don't want to call it a funnel, but like the cone shape. It's a cone. And the way you do that is you do a round of increases, and then you do a round of just nothing, which is 1 single crochet in each stitch. So that's what we're in the midst of right now. That's why we're alternating between our increase rounds and our just 1 single crochet in each stitch round. So let me go ahead and finish this. This is 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around, and then I'll show you what we're doing for the next part. All right, so row number 6, we are doing 2 single crochets and then an increase. Uh-oh, my hook just came out of my loop. Okay, so 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, and then an increase. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, and then an increase. And go ahead and do that all the way around, and I will meet you back here. For rows 7 through 8, we are doing 1 single crochet in each stitch. So literally just 1 single crochet in each stitch for 2 rounds. So round 7 and round 8. So I am going to do mine, and I will meet you back here once I'm done with row number 8. So this is what mine looks like after row number 8, and you can see like we're starting to go into that cone shape. So row number 9, we are doing 3 single crochets and then an increase. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then an increase. And I'm so proud of myself, y'all. If you've looked at my previous videos, you know I have an issue with slowing down. I kind of speed crochet, and so I learned how to slow down in these videos, and I'm so excited and so proud of myself. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then an increase. So hopefully it's easier to follow along doing it this way. I didn't get any like negative comments or anything like that, but I just know like in editing the videos, if you're a beginner crocheter, I just want to make sure that you're able to follow along. And when I crochet really quickly, I know sometimes it can be hard to follow along. So I'm trying very hard, you guys, intentionally trying to slow down. Okay, so rows 10 through 12, we should have 1 single crochet in each. So just 1 single crochet in each stitch. And we're doing this all the way around for 3 rows. So rows 10, 11, and 12. And then I'll meet you back here after I'm done with my row number 12. So this is what my guide looks like after row number 12. Looking pretty good if I do say so myself. So row number 13 is going to be 4 single crochets and then an increase. So same concept as we've been doing before. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then increase. Let me show you that one more time, but it's pretty much the same as we've been doing. I have stitches hiding there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to do an increase. And we're going to do that all the way around. Okay, so row number 14 through 15, we are doing 1 single crochet in each stitch. So just 1 all the way around, just like that, for 2 rows, rows 14 and 15. I'll meet you back here. Okay, so I have finished my row 15, and you'll notice that I did my color change because at the end of row 15, you want to change your color to the color of your actual ice cream cone. For me, that's going to be lavender. We don't need this brown yarn anymore, so I'm going to put mine away. And so what we need to do now is we need to create the fluffiness on the side of the ice cream cone. And the way we're going to do that is we are going to work in the front loop only of our last row, and we're going to put in 4 single crochets separated by a slip stitch. And that sounds like a lot, but let me show you what that means. So again, I changed my color. What it means to work in front loop only is it means to work in only this front loop right here of our stitch. A stitch has 2 loops. You see right there, 1 and 2. Front loop just means that you're working in the front right there. So in the front loop, we're going to put 4 single crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is all in the front loop of the same stitch, okay? And then we are going to put a slip stitch in there. Let me just slip that through. Okay, so that's 1. You're going to skip the next and then do the same thing in that 3rd stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, front loop only, 4 single crochets in the same stitch. And then after you've done your 4 single crochets, you're going to do a slip stitch. Let's do that one more time. Skip the next one. Front loop only, 4 single crochets. That's 1 for me. 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to do our slip stitch. And basically what that's doing is, again, like if you've ever had like ice cream on a cone, the sides, they aren't perfectly in line. Like the cone and the ice cream scoop is not perfectly in line. There's like this little froth layer that shows how fluffy the ice cream cone is. And so that's what we're making right now. And it's going to be like a little wave all the way around. So go ahead and do this all the way around, and I'll meet you back when I'm done. Okay, so this is what it looks like for me. Pretty cool. Okay, so now we need to join our first to our last. So just make a little join there. Our first stitch to our last stitch, just like that. And so now what we want to do is we are now going to go into the back loops of row number 16. So actually it's row number 15, but we're going to go into the back loops. Uh-oh, you can't see. So back loops, we went into the front loop for the ruffle. We're going to go into the back loop for the next row, for row number 17. Let me show you what that looks like. So let me put my stitch marker back here. And we are going to go into the back. So you see how our front loops were already taken? We're now going to go into our back loops. So that's 1, 2, and it should be about 24. Again, just going into the back loops. The front loops are taken, we're just going into the back ones. And it should be 24 stitches. And I'm going to do this all the way around. Okay, and so this is what it looks like for me. Let me just show you, because that part can be just a little bit confusing. And rewind as much as you need. But this is what it should look like once you're done. Again, just as a recap, again, because I know that can be a little bit confusing. When we get to row number 16, when we get to row number, the end of our cone is row number 15, the beginning of our ice cream scoop is row number 16. For row number 16, we are doing the 4 single crochets in the front loop only. Front loop only. So when row 17 comes, we are working into the back of row number 15. So row number 16 is working in the front of row number 15. Row number 17 is working in the back of row number 15. And this is what you should get. So essentially, this is worked into one round. Hopefully that made sense. If not, please message me and I'll try to explain it as best I can. All right, so we are going into row number 18, and this is a little bit more straightforward. It's more of what we've been doing. This one is going to be 3 single crochets and then an increase. And so now the stitches look a little bit more standard and uniform than what we're used to. More standard and uniform, more like what we're used to. So we're going to go 3 single crochets. That was 1, 2, 3, and then we are going to do an increase. So 2 in the same stitch, and we're going to work our cone from the bottom up. So this is 1, 2, 3, and then an increase, and we're going to do that all the way around. All right, for rows 19 through 21, we are going to do 1 single crochet in each all the way around. And at this point, you should have about 30 stitches. You should have 30 stitches. If you don't, these 3 rounds, you can definitely adjust. Add a single crochet here or there if you need to. I don't like using that method just because it makes our work a little bit wonky, but it is kind of important that you end up with the right amount of stitches. So go ahead and do that, and then I will meet you back here. Okay, this is what I'm looking like, and I'm kind of excited. Like, it is coming along. We can actually start to see like what the cone looks like. So we are done with increases for right now. We are going to start getting into our decreases, and what this is going to do is it's going to start bringing our cone up into like a little circular shape like that. So for row number 22, we are going to do 3 single crochets and then a decrease. So we are going to go in that first stitch. That's 1, 2, 3, and then decrease, bringing the next 2 together. And I'll show you that again. So 1, 2, 3, and then bring the next 2 together for a decrease. Go ahead and do that all the way around. Row number 23 is going to be kind of similar. We are doing 2 single crochets and then a decrease. So same concept as before, instead we're doing 2 single crochets. So 1, 2, and then a decrease. Like I said, same thing. So 1, 2, and then a decrease. Go ahead and do that all the way around, and I'll meet you back here. And you can see now we're starting to see that shape come. That's traditional of that cone, that kind of circular shape at the top. Row number 24, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each all the way around. At this point you should have 18 stitches, so just to kind of keep track of where you should be. 18 stitches all the way around, and I'll meet you back. Alright, so this is what I'm looking like at this point. Pretty good, pretty good. We do have another row left of decreases, but our hole is getting pretty tight. I do want to go ahead and stuff this guy now, just because this point is going to be really hard to get to if we don't do it now and we wait until that final row decreases. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff mine, probably do a time lapse so you're not just sitting there bored, and then we will come back together to do that final round. Okay, so mine's all stuffed, and this is what we're looking like. Pretty cute. And so for our last round, we're going to do 1 single crochet and then a decrease. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of put my finger into my stuffing to keep it out of the way. We are doing 1 single crochet and then a decrease all the way around. 1 single crochet and then a decrease, and being careful not to pick up that polyfill. It's not the end of the world if you do. It just, like, the polyfill will come through your work, and you're just going to have to go through and pull it out. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it's not impossible to fix. But I just try to put my finger into the stuffing and push it down, and that way I don't bring up any of that polyfill. That's just a little trick that I've learned through trial and error. Okay, I have 1, no, maybe a couple. Okay, I have 1 more. 1 single crochet and then a decrease. We are honestly pretty much done. I am going to make this guy a keychain, so I am going to cut my yarn, leave a fairly long tail, because we want to close this hole, and we also want to use that tail to attach the keychain if you're making this a keychain. If not, fasten up, close the hole, and then you're done. But for me, I want to make it a keychain. Oh, I didn't fasten off. Let's go ahead and fasten off. Alright, I have closed my hole, and this is what my guy looks like. I haven't cut my yarn yet because I am attaching a keychain, but I just wanted to show you all what mine looks like so far. And we're done. Okay, so this is what mine looks like, and it came out freaking adorable. Again, this pattern is the pattern from our passion project from last year, but last year we didn't make a keychain. So I not only gave you a tutorial this time, but gave you another use case for it, which is a keychain. I had so much fun. If I, stop dropping them. I had so much fun. I actually started making them for my shop because, yeah, I am putting these in my shop. They came out just way too cute. And I'm seeing a lot of kids and even adults that's like tagging things onto like their bags and stuff. So there you go. If you rather purchase, they will be in my shop. If you rather crochet, go ahead. You have the tutorial there for you. Again, don't forget to look at the previous videos. We've done some really cool stuff, you guys. Earrings, Afro puff, keychains. We've done, what else have we done? Penguins. We've done earmuffs, all kinds of things. So go ahead and look at those other videos, but absolutely don't forget to meet me back here next week. Every single Monday I put out a new tutorial. So stay safe this week. Crochet some absolutely adorable stuff, preferably one of my patterns, and meet me back here next Monday. Bye guys.